Rovers.
How great the world of liberation, a formless field of merit. Wrapping ourselves in Buddha's teaching, we free all living beings. And though I thus liberate countless beings, not a single being is liberated.
Incense chat.
Precepts incense, liberation of ease incense, cloud of lighted incense pouring into the Dharma realm. Offering to the highest teachers of the 10 directions, I respectfully bow to the altar of the incense cloud. Bodhisattva.
Wisdom dedication.
We dedicate this time and place to the 3 jewels.
To the Buddha, the ideal of enlightenment to which we aspire. To the Dharma, the path of the teaching that we follow. To the Sangha, the spiritual fellowship with one another that we enjoy. Here may no idle word be spoken. Here may no unquiet thoughts disturb our minds.
To the observance of the 5 precepts,
we dedicate this place.
To the practice of meditation,
we dedicate this place.
To the ripening of wisdom,
we dedicate this place.
To the joy of awakening,
we dedicate this place.
Though in the world outside there is strife,
here may there be peace.
Though in the world outside there is hate,
here may there be joy.
Here seated, here practicing,
may our minds become Buddha. May our thoughts become Dharma. May our speech together become Sangha. For the happiness of all beings, for the benefit of all beings, with body, speech, and mind, we dedicate this place. Chant of compassion. We surround all forms of life with infinite love and compassion. Especially do we send out compassionate thoughts to those in suffering and sorrow, to those in doubt and ignorance, to all who are striving to attain truth, and to those whose feet stand close to the great change called death. We send forth all wisdom, mercy, and love. May the infinite light of wisdom and compassion so shine within us that the errors and vanities of self may be dispelled. So shall we understand the changing nature of existence and awaken into spiritual peace. The refuges.
I take refuge in the Buddha.
I take refuge in the Buddha.
I take refuge in the Dharma.
I take refuge in the Dharma.
I take refuge in the Sangha.
I take refuge in the Sangha. The five precepts.
I take up the practice of not harming living beings.
I take up the practice of not harming living beings.
I will not take what is not offered.
I will not take what is not offered.
I will not misuse sexuality or sensuality.
I will not misuse sexuality or sensuality.
I will practice gentle, truthful speech.
I will practice gentle, truthful speech.
I will not deal in nor misuse intoxicants.
I will not deal in nor misuse intoxicants. The Buddha's Sarangamagata. True nature is free from all phenomena, which are illusions by causes created. Phenomena neither rise nor fall, but all phenomena are flowers in the sky. The unreal, where is the real? But both are but illusions, since there is nothing real or unreal. How can there be a subject and an object? For between the two there is no true nature, like the point where two crushed bundles meet when set upright, tying and untying from the same cause arise, while the saintly and the worldly are not where both is and is not, cannot be. If you disregard it, you are in delusion. If you awaken to it, you are free at once. 6 knots are untied, one after the other. When 6 are undone, one vanishes as well. Choose a sense organ that is all penetrating to enter the holy stream and attain Bodhi. Old habits flow like torrents in a subtle consciousness, since the real yet unreal can create confusion. I have refrained from revealing it to you. If mind be set on searching for the mind, that which at heart is not illusion becomes illusory. If you stop all grasping, then there is nothing real. If what is not illusion ceases to arise, where can illusion be? This is the profound lotus Dharma, the precious Bodhi of the royal gem, the samadhi of seeing all things as illusion, which in a finger snap leads to the state beyond all study. The unsurpassed doctrine was followed by all Bhagavats in all directions on the one path that to Nirvana leads. Working in a group setting can be one of the most amazing experiences for your practice that you can have. And I mean, working towards a shared project, a shared goal with several individuals versus working on your own project, right? And let's talk about the differences. When you're working by yourself, you have only yourself to consult. And depending on your project, you determine how you're going to do it, why you're going to do it, in which way, in which order. And as long as it makes sense to you, that's all that matters. When working with a group, you are now working no longer by yourself, but with a collection of ideas, experiences, feelings, thoughts, and piecing them together to do something shared in a bigger way than you can do on your own. And this practice of Supreme Bodhi is an amazing way to unlock that kind of cooperation that can happen amongst multiple individuals. When we slow down our thoughts, our minds, and focus our internal effort to have Supreme Bodhi, then we can actually listen, be present, and communicate with those around us in very healthy and productive ways and achieve a level of understanding than um, when you're not in Supreme Bodhi, when you're not having that peaceful mind that is possibly plagued with thoughts of wanting to get your point across or worries of being misunderstood or misrepresented, um, what have you. All those thoughts are unproductive and will cause you to miss opportunities to embrace people's strengths, but people's experiences, ideas, combine them with your own to achieve a really beautiful thing coming from a group effort. So when we encounter these group projects in which we need to communicate with others, we should go into these meetings, these associations, with no expectations of a particular outcome. Have our main goals and objectives in mind, but with no particular expectation of how that's going to come about. And of course, there will be a structured process of how your particular project will get handled and whatnot, but no expectation about fear or loss or needing satisfaction in a certain way, but rather letting your mind do what it does best, which is process, contemplate, and communicate. And if you do that from a place of Supreme Bodhi and a peaceful mind, you'll be able to process and communicate in much healthier, deeper ways than you will have noticed or would have done before. We tend to get in our own way at times, and that's not necessarily a good thing. The more we can slow down our own thoughts, embrace the ideas and the communication of those around us, the better off we'll be. But that can only happen if we take our own well-being first, make that the priority. Noticing these thoughts arise that are unproductive and dispel them immediately so that you can come back to that Supreme Bodhi mind that can be present in the moment and deal with what's happening in front of you, the moment at hand. And if we all do that together, there's absolutely nothing you can't do. Well, thank you. And this will end my Dharma talk for today. Closing Gata. Let me respectfully remind you, life and death are of supreme importance. Time passes swiftly and opportunity is lost. Each of us should strive to awaken. Awaken, take heed, do not squander your life. Offering of merit. May the merit of this penetrate into each thing in all places, so that we and every sentient being together can realize the Buddha's way. All Buddhas throughout space and time, all Bodhisattvas, Mahasattva's, wisdom beyond wisdom, experience Supreme Bodhi.